Hello, beautiful beings. This is Divine Tea with Vel Astri. Thank you so much for joining us and welcome to Dumela Universe. We trust you are well. We trust you enjoyed the full moon in Libra energies and that you're enjoying the new adventures, the expressions, the discovery of you, the beautiful becomings, the beautiful explorations, and the divine love that you are allowing yourself to be each and every single day. So today's topic of discussion, we wanted to do a refresher on creation, on your power, on who you are. And this aligned with a message from the Archangel realm. We recently uploaded a message reading from Archangel Raphael. And the beautiful angel came through to me and said, Vel Astri, we would like you to really allow yourself to take ownership of what you create and what you bring through. Yes, we inspired the reading. However, the channeling, the message is from your frequency, is from your aspect of source. In the Aquarian realm, we would like everybody to take ownership of what they truly do, of their healing, of their channeling, of all that they create, of all that which they offer. Archangel Raphael said, in the Piscean realm of illusion, a lot of humans held the angelic realm and other frequencies. Even now, a lot of you beautiful healers, you hold these guides and spiritual teams as these energies above you, as these sovereign beings above you. And so when they come through, you say, oh, we're channeling from this angel, a healing from this angel, and this from that angel, and this from that angel. And they say, yes, we heal, yes, we protect, yes, we channel. But when we do that, it is more behind the scenes, intervening, shining and lining and everything else in between. Because you humans, we don't seem to enjoy taking ownership or allowing ourselves to be in those high frequencies. We put them in this pedestal. For example, Archangel Raphael says, I can use him as an example. So we say, Archangel Raphael is coming through with a healing. And then you do the healing. And Archangel Raphael says, I actually just raised the frequency. I align the energy of healing, but you are the one doing the healing. Because he understands that you are comfortable, more comfortable with the idea of him doing the healing than you doing the healing. He will be there to facilitate the frequency, to open up the space of healing, but you are doing the healing. And they say it's time that you take ownership and credit for the healing that you do. And this resonates with what I do when I do activations, when I do healings on Dumela Universe. I open up the space for my frequency is divine truth, divine light and love within ease, allowing you a clarity to your authenticity, which is why when we have a session or when you are looking at the tarot, you feel at ease, you feel open to be at yourself. And at this place of openness, your soul is now able to integrate, to do the healing, to do the work. I allow the space for you to do that work. My healing is allowing the space, my clearing of energies, my making you aware of where you hinder yourself in order for you to then do the work in the clarity. You do the work, you do the healing. And Archangel Raphael says, so when we see, oh, okay, she or he wants to do a healing, they want to do a healing, okay, well, you can do this, and we see, okay, but you're not taking ownership that you can do that. Okay, so Archangel Raphael will go into your experience and say, hi, look, you can do this. And then you think, oh, Archangel Raphael comes for healing. And it's like, no, I'm just shining my green emerald light saying, you can do this. And then you do that. But then you also then give us credit. And we're like, yes and no. Yes, we are there facilitating, showing you more of you, but you actually do all of that work. Only the lower frequencies like taking credit for the work, because then you give them power. Then you give them sovereignty over you. We higher frequency beings, no, you are source energy. You have always been source energy. You do the healing, you do the work, you do the channeling. You are channeling from source. All of the information, all of what you're doing, the healing, the blocking, the clearing, which is why we're inspiring you also to release the pendants and the pendulums, the protection things, because they take the ownership, the credit for protecting you, when you are actually protecting yourself by being in your highest frequency and allowing yourself to stay there. All lower frequencies cannot reach you. There's a difference between perhaps crystals. They simply amplify what you do. They do not take responsibility. So, for example, a rose quartz within divine love amplifies the frequency of divine love. So you learn more than ever where you don't allow yourself divine love, which is why sometimes you get irritated and want to take it off. And Spirit says the only reason why you're irritated is because it's showing you you're not allowing love here, you're not allowing love here, you're not allowing love here, in order for you to then do the work to allow yourself love. So the crystal energy is a higher frequency energy, for they do not take ownership of what you do. They enhance their energy. Just like the angels, we enhance the space so that you can then do the work to learn and to heal to where you are. It's more of a co-creation than I take ownership of what you do. And the beautiful angels, the spiritual team, the goddess energy, goddess energy, however you see those beautiful divine entities, they wish you to understand that you are source energy and you do the work. And they wish you now to take ownership and credit. They know it feels weird. They know it feels strange for you to say, I healed and I channeled and I did this, but they want you to know that you are source energy. So yes, the source energy frequency within you heals, channels, aligns, transmutes, anchors. You are powerful divine creators, and it's time that you take full ownership of this. There's a beautiful being, Galel, Jürgen, but the frequency Galel, who I am connected to through Instagram and TikTok. And I remember he or they, I believe they might be they by now, we haven't connected in a while, they sent through an energy where they channeled a message for us and said, Vel Astri, your guides would like you to take more ownership of what you do and to not give credit to these other beings for doing it. And he kept bringing it quite strongly there, and it resonated, but I also didn't quite understand it. And only now do I really clearly understand what Galel was saying or sharing with me. It's not that we do not acknowledge their angelic presence. It's not that we don't acknowledge them. They're here, they're healing, they're doing those beautiful magical things, but they're also just saying, we show you, we are a frequency, so we align to your frequency and we allow you the availability of understanding that you are able to come to this frequency and heal within this frequency, within your own energy grid. And the more you allow yourself the ownership and the empowerment of this, the less splintered your energy, and the more you're able to actually have almost control or a feel of your abilities. Just like if you're doing a physical activity, you have more physicality, a more feel of your intuition, a more feel of your protection grids, a feel for your healing. You are able to really feel your vibrational energy work more, because now you're taking ownership of it. And they said, yes, in the realm of illusion, they understood, oh goodness, humans are putting us on these pedestals. We can either then shut them out, then they're really lost, or we can use this to assist by us saying, okay, fine, well, I'm here. However, still allowing them to actually do the work until we feel that they will not freak out by understanding that they are doing it. And they're saying, now is the time for you to understand that you're doing it. Even if you freak out about it, it's time, because they're also they're busy and they're doing stuff. And they want you to now know that you can heal, and they're always here for advice. They're always here to assist. I can hear Michael is chirping in saying, yes, me too. I am the angel of truth and protection. Absolutely. When your soul is ready to deliver a truth to you, I simply raise the frequency to truth, and then you channel from your soul. And that is why the truth is so clear, because I raise the frequency to that clarity, to where I operate in truth, which is quite clear. But that channeling, that message is still from your soul to you, your aspect of source. And the protection is still from your aspect of source protecting. We simply raise the frequency to the availability of you creating in those spaces. Just as they can tap into your energy, we can tap into their energy. And they are showing us the co-creative energies of source and alchemy. Okay. So thank you for that message, angels. Thank you for allowing the clarity for me to channel it through source. I also now take credit. Thank you. And just for all of us to really be aware of your magic and your power and your gifts and what you can do, and to stop giving credit to so many external entities for what you can do. Remember, the higher frequency beings will not take credit for what you do. It's not their way. Every being is an aspect of source, and each being creates their own authentic, beautiful magic. You co-create, absolutely, but they do not take the responsibility of, they don't take the credit of, they do not take away your light for you to be. Only the lower energies will want to take credit in order for you to then, for them to then have that controlling aspect over you. And with the throat chakra, to really speak it, to say, okay, so Vel Astri, I am healing. This is Vel Astri healing, and I will thank Universe. They're showing us the YouTube channel, Bella Universe, and they're saying it's time for you now to also be like, okay, healing from the frequency of Vel Astri, because now we are anchoring from the frequency of source. And to allow us, even the healers of Kalos saying, when you are doing the healers of Kalos, reading Vel Astri, you have been, just as you reincarnate in human form, the frequency of you has reincarnated as a Kalos being. So when you anchor in and channel through Kalos, you are channeling through your aspect of Kalos, your information, your history, your wisdom for when we were a Kalos being, which is why the energy is so familiar and yet also different, but familiar at the same time. Fascinating, isn't it? Okay, so now to get to the refresher, which we wished to share with you. This is for you to really sits into the frequency of you, and it works beautifully hand in hand with this powerful owning of who you are. We are sorry, the angels just gave me a hug. We love you too. Okay. We are now to remind you all of a story of you, and we trust this will allow you more of an empowerment in order for you all to really embrace the powerful beings you are. You are source energy, and source energy is limitless, all-encompassing, powerful, unconditional, everywhere, all places. Thus, each and every single one of you is an aspect, a strand of source energy. For source energy said, okay, well, if we are all love and we are all limitless, we all said this collectively, and we are everywhere. This is great to know, but how can we then discover, explore the different beings we are, the different love, the different aspects of source? Of course, a physical realm. A physical realm where we will each be separate, however still connected within the oneness of us in the non-physical. And voila, there we are, a physical realm created. And we all had different manifestations of what our soul looks like, feels like in the physical. We, Vel Astri, more unicorn than anything else in most of our manifestations, to be honest. We remember this. The unicorn frequency delights us quite a bit. And of course, the angelic frequency, we have been there quite a bit. And the higher other frequencies of light and form, which delight us. Then we asked, well, here we are from the non-physical exploring the physical. Wouldn't it be fascinating for us then to have the physical explore the non-physical? Humans manifest, beings of the physical, beings born of the physical realm, to now explore the non-physical. And off they went, created within the highest frequency of light, and manifesting and enjoying and expressing their multi-dimensional magical selves. There was just one thing. We came in from the non-physical, and in the non-physical we had a whole journey of understand there's energy before the non-physical. They have allowed us to know that that information will be given, but we would not compute it right now. So my range of knowledge goes from non-physical to physical, but there is another before we were non-physical, there was something else. Just as after this beautiful human experience, once we merge the physical and the non-physical, there'll be something more. It's very fascinating how we are expanding, ever growing, eternal, isn't it? So let us begin where we are able to see and visualize and understand at this time the non-physical. In the non-physical spaces, we went from unawakened non-physical energy to awakened physical energy. Then we came into the unawakened non-physical to the awakened non-physical. Then we manifest the physical realm. And then we discovered the unawakened physical to the awakened physical. However, because we came from the non-physical into the physical, we had a tether. Just as right now in this human form, you have a tether. As you are creating, you feel, oh, that doesn't feel right. Because the beautiful non-physical being within you is anchoring you, leading you back to you. And that is how we've always been. But with humans, they were created from the physical realm, from the physical component. They didn't really have an anchor point. So the other energies were able to manipulate them quite easily into believing that they were not powerful. They were able to not really follow, they didn't really have a guide, didn't really have that inner compass to align them to the awakening process as we do. They would eventually get it, but after a very, 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 an extraordinarily ancient time. So we, the source energy, the being collective from non-physical to physical, and when we say we mean all of us, awakened, unawakened, light and shadow, good, bad, however you want to see it, we all collectively realized, humans aren't really getting it. They are sort of creating absent their truth, and it is okay, but there is a bit of an imbalance, and it's quite destructive. It's not really harmonious. So all of us came through to assist them to awaken. All of us from the non-physical spaces, all of us who are source energy, we are all source energy. For when we come here and we come through to this human experience, we then came through in an unawakened state, to be the unawakened human. And as we awaken, for we have a tether, for remember, we have done this many, 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 many times. Humans are very young. This is the first rendezvous they're having. We have done this a million times over. We have a gauge, an understanding of, ooh, that is who we are. So we are able to now awaken this human experience. As we awaken and as we remember, what happens to one human happens to the whole collective of humanity. And now we are weaving our information into the human DNA, and they are awakening to the understanding that, wait a minute, we're powerful too, yes. Oh, wait a minute, we are creators too, yes. We are source energy too, yes. So many of us who are awakening are beings not from this realm, not from Earth itself, who have come to anchor in our frequency into this human collective in order to create tethers. Just as we have tethers in the non-physical guiding us back to us, your soul is guiding you back to you. You do something, it doesn't feel right because it's not aligned to your soul. You do something, it feels right, it's aligned to your soul. Keep doing more of that until you release everything that doesn't align to your soul. Then you are your soul creating this human experience. Wonderful. This is where we are now. And now we're encouraged to remain here. For as we keep doing this, as we keep ascending and becoming more of who we are, we then align and ascend and ascend. And when we've completed and we have ascended to the highest frequency of humanity where they were when they were created, which is around the 9th dimensional frequencies, the higher frequencies, they're 9th, 10th, around there. They now have a tether. They now have a call. They have that inner guide, because we've woven these beautiful infinite passages to the highest frequencies. Now they can, at their own time, when they want to, if they so choose, ascend to that frequency, just as we at our own time, if we want to, as if we so choose, ascend. That is an overall energy of why we are here and why we are doing this for. But we wish to now fine-tune you more to these principles of you being source energy. So we understood, okay, there's Earth. What a beautiful place to explore, to learn. One, as we explore and learn there, we assist humanity rise in collective consciousness. We assist them to ascend to high frequencies of love. We assist in their liberation. We assist in their becoming beautiful. Two, we have never been that physical before. Ever, never. That is physical. And the emotions are really just in there, aren't they? I mean, we understand emotions here as an Andromedan being, as frequency Vel Astri, as an angelic, as a unicorn, whoever you feel your vibe is. You know you, I don't know your life. You know. So here, emotions are very different here. Emotions here, they are a tool. There in that human experience, they are just, you feel everything. Who would like to experience that? And also, can you imagine, because of the whole law of attraction thing, we can't go there remembering who we are because that's resistant. We actually literally need to go in there, forget everything that we are, do it all over again, remember who we are by all these human experiences. And then we need to release all the human experiences again in order for us to finally create in our truth. And then we finally get to experience who we are within this human form. And then we rise and ascend. So by the time we finish that whole university of what it is to really be physical and physical, what are we even? We can't go back to what we were before we began this mission. It is now part of our integration. Non-physical, born of the non-physical, and now born of the physical, one into a whole realm of we don't know. That's exciting. That's good. And also, they have this whole thing where, because of physical stuff, vibration makes sound and music, and that sounds like a jam. So let us definitely go try this. So this is where each of you were called, asked, and you knew, oh, this would be something wonderful, but also absolutely the hardest, most intense journey, because when you get there, you're going to forget everything that you are, and you're going to be this unawakened being creating with this information, because everywhere else in the universe, you are born and Bob's your uncle, you do whatever you want to do. You do not get named. When you are ready to give us what your name is, you tell us what your name is. You discover who you are. You be who you be. There is no gender. There is no form. There is no this. There is no race. There is no that. You simply are, and what you want to be is what you are, and what you are is what you are, and what you love is what you love, and who you love is who you love, and what you do is what you do. You are absolutely free. But as soon as you're born in human earth, you get given a name, a gender, a race, a culture, a tradition, values and principles and rules, which have nothing to do with you, but everything to do with everybody else who has already lived there, that you now need to uphold because it's just the way things are done there. So when you, oh goodness, that's tricky, isn't it? There I am, this free being. I'm going to have to forget everything that I am. They're going to give me a whole list of who I am meant to be, which has nothing to do with me. How? So before you enter Earth, you sit with your spiritual council, your angels, your guides, and you're like, okay, let's make a plan. This lifetime, I need to remember that I am in empath. So I need to learn this lesson, that lesson, that lesson, this lesson, this lesson, that lesson, that lesson, this lesson. Fantastic. Meaning I need parents like this. And then souls come up, oh, I can do that. I can teach you that, because when I teach you that, you're going to be very resistant to me. And that resistance is going to teach me this. So that's going to help me learn. Fantastic. Then I'll be your mom. Oh, I'll be your dad. I'll be your sister. I'll be this. I'll be a stranger. I'll be your neighbor. I'll be that random person who winks across you by the street. That's going to make you feel very awkward. That awkwardness is going to make you very self-aware. That self-awareness is going to bring an activation. And the way you're going to just rudely stare at me is going to make me feel very affronted. And that's going to make me learn something. So all of these beautiful, multiple soul relations were all planned. God's plan, your plan, because you are God, you are Goddess, your soul's having a physical experience. Yes, it's your soul leading you back to you all this time. It's really always been you, you see. You've always been the creator. So you also choose different religions, different cultures, different ways of thinking and believing that you will now begin in, because it'll be the perfect amount of ingredients, the perfect contrast, the perfect do's and don'ts, the perfect yeses and nos for you to discover who you are. You also choose the vessel that'll be perfect for you, but when you get there, you will learn that they'll tell you that it's not perfect for you. You will choose everything that will align with everything you want to be, but they'll tell you that it's not what you want to be. And how people perceive you, because of how they've learned to respond to your form, your gender, your race, according to the information they were given, will give you more feedback as to the craziness of the world that you're in. Eventually, the co-ingredients that you receive, the sifting and sorting of all that information, of what you don't like, go away, of what you do like, let's do more of that, will lead you to you. So beautiful beings, understand this. You are a powerful source energy. You came into this physical human world, one, to understand, what does the love I am look like? How does the love I am rather look like in human form? How does source energy, the source energy I am, the aspect of source I am, how does it manifest itself in this form? How do I sound like? How do I be? How do I be within this human form, this human experience? This is what intrigues us. This is what we want to discover. But coming here, they're going to give me information and I'm a baby, so I'm going to listen to everything, and what we think is created, what we receive is what happens, what we believe, because they told us, because they're adults, and apparently here we need to listen to what the adults tell us, so what they tell us we believe, as we believe we created. But I understand that as I sift and sort, I'll be able to release what doesn't resonate with me, because beautifully I'm tethered to my soul, so what I do doesn't feel good, what I do feels good, until I do more ahas, more happiness, more yes, more me, more yay. And then I realize I don't need any of that information to begin with. So who am I, universe? I wish to receive who I am, soul within me, divine being within me. Show me, tell me, who am I? Who am I? What are my abilities? What is my true soul name? Vel Astri. What does Vel Astri mean? Vel miliaturi viliatiri astri. Of divine love within the highest light. Great. What does that mean? You are able to transmute unawakened energy to awakened energy within the frequency of love. What does that mean? What can I do? What am I? Who am I? And as you allow these beautiful opportunities to discover who you are, a lot will shift in your life. A lot of what you created in the illusion will shift out. For it no longer serves you, as within without. For now you own the power you are. For now you own the truth of you. And the more that does resonate with you, that will now be what you interact. That'll be the reflection of you. So beautiful beings, understand your power. You are source energy. You are source energy having a human experience. Know your power. Own your power. Don't react to what's happening out there, the noise, the fear. We knew this was going to be like this when we came here. That was the thing. You are going to go into a very unawakened world where they've forgotten their power and they create primarily based within fear, restriction, rules, and oppression. Good luck with that. But you are going to heal it all. All you have to do is be. There's a problem because you're going to forget who you are. So you need to learn lessons to remember who you be by being unawakened as they are, creating a lot of chaos, having a bit of a karmic return to balance the chaos you created as you're now healing and loving until you come to a place when you remember that you're an eternal soul having a human experience. Huzzah! Now be. But now that we remember, we can't help but look and freak out and say, no, trust, we knew it was a mess when you got there, you just forgot. And now that you remember, it's best that you keep forgetting and releasing and simply be. Because as you be, you now finally come to the delicious part. The hard work was coming to the remembrance of you being a divine creator in the human experience. You learned all the lessons of what happens when you create absent your soul. That was the hard work. The suffering, the abuse, the negligence, the misuse, all of the heavy, horrid experiences. That was the work. That was the healing. You have done it. So now that you've finally come to the place of, I am source energy having a human experience. Step one, simply be. As I be, what I am is As I do this, I create a reality which now reflects me. I now raise the frequency. I now receive me. But this means I need to release everything in the past. Because all of that in the past is part of the illusion. That's not easy, but you can do it. You've done it before. Earth is not the first mission. You have done it before. Okay. So now I am being and trusting and following my soul, following source within me. I am source energy, following source within me, I am source. I am love. The source energy, the aspect of source within me loves each and every single part of me, loves each and every single component of me. I am free to create in any direction, in any frequency I wish, for it is love, for I am love. I am a frequency of love. I am source energy. I am love itself. I am life itself. I am existence itself. I need nothing to connect to source energy. I need nothing at all. There's nothing I need do. I simply am at source energy. I'm within source energy at all times. I simply need to allow myself the remembrance of I am source energy, and then allow all of my life experience to manifest the beauty of me. All the solutions I want lie within me, within source energy. I don't have to find it. I simply allow it. I don't have to chase perfection. I am perfection. I simply am to allow the perfection I am to manifest within this physical experience. I am joy. I am happiness. I am abundance. I am love. I am wish fulfillment. I am a miracle. I am divine. I am wonderful. Every aspect of myself is perfect. Every single moment of myself is perfect, and I allow this perfection, not in arrogance, not a self-serving, but a self-honoring, a self-seeing, a self-respecting, a self-allowing. I'm allowed to be. I'm worthy, I'm valuable. Why? I'm source energy. I'm the creator of my reality. I'm a creator of worlds. I'm a creator of universes. I'm an ancient being. I am a soul. I am eternal, having a temporary human experience. It does not mean I don't honor this human experience. I honor it how? By existing, by actually being that which is me in it. You are powerful. You are glorious. Don't ever forget it. You are love. You're allowed to be. Remember your truth now. Remember who and what you are. Viatur via letries, via tes, triatalies gia votries via letries, viatur gia vetries gia votes, gia dar gia vatries, viatores, gia vetes, gia vataris, tuatri, viatri, viatri, viatri. Remember who and what you are. You are source energy. You are love. And source energy within you loves each and every single cell in your being. Embrace this. Become this. Be one with the source within you. Love each and every single element of you, and life loves you. Life adores you. Life sees you. Life blesses you. Life rewards you. Life becomes you, for you are life itself. Blessed be. We love you greatly.